Why was Operation Crossbow needed for V-weapons? Imagine a weapon so advanced it could strike from hundreds of miles away, causing destruction without risking a pilot's life. That was the power of the German V-weapons during World War II. The V-1 flying bomb and the V-2 rocket were designed to terrorize Britain and disrupt Allied plans. These weapons could target cities and military sites with incredible precision and speed. They represented a new way of fighting, combining rocket technology with long-range attack capabilities. The Allies saw these weapons as a serious threat. If Germany managed to produce and deploy them in large numbers, they could damage ships crossing the English Channel or weaken the Normandy invasion. The V-1 and V-2 could cause massive destruction and casualties, making them a strategic danger. The Germans aimed to use these weapons to weaken Allied morale and slow down their advance. Operation Crossbow was launched to stop this threat before it could grow. The first step was gathering intelligence. Allies used spies and resistance fighters to find out where the rockets were made and launched. They identified key sites like Peenemünde, where the V-2 rockets were developed, and many launch ramps across northern France. Knowing where these sites were helped plan targeted attacks. Next, the Allies started a bombing campaign. From late 1943 into 1944, they bombed factories, test facilities, and launch sites. The goal was to slow down production and destroy the infrastructure needed for launching the rockets. For example, the Royal Air Force heavily bombed Peenemünde, destroying most of the launch sites before the peak of V-weapon attacks. This made it harder for Germany to launch large numbers of rockets. The Germans tried to adapt by creating mobile launch sites that could be moved quickly. Operation Crossbow also targeted these mobile platforms, aiming to prevent the Germans from establishing stable launch points. Civil defense measures were also improved, with observers, detection devices, and interceptor aircraft working to protect cities like London from V-1 attacks. Barrage balloons and early warning systems helped reduce damage and casualties. The campaign was vital because it forced Germany to divert resources to defend and rebuild launch sites. This slowed the deployment of V-weapons and limited their effectiveness. Although some damage was still done, Operation Crossbow helped reduce the strategic impact of these weapons on the war effort. It was a clear example of how intelligence, air power, and coordinated efforts could counter new military innovations. In the end, Operation Crossbow was essential to neutralize the threat of the V-weapons. It helped protect both military forces and civilians, and it played a key role in limiting the damage these advanced weapons could do during the war.